Hey traders, welcome to PitTrades.com Daily Report. It's Monday after the close. Actually, Globex just opened up a few minutes ago, and well, we got our sell-off. We had a very nice sell-off overnight. We actually went up and touched the 1230 area. It was an overnight high, and then of course we went ahead and sold off very nicely. If you can look here on this 30-minute chart, it is just one time framing all the way down. We did have a little rally here off the weekly pivot, but it was short-lived, and of course they sold it down and closed on the lows today. Let's go ahead and take a look at a weekly chart, guys. Let me also say this: today was not a day to be trying to buy the market up, and if you got stuck on the wrong side of the market, you pretty much got eaten alive, unless you're very lucky and very quick, which is again not a long-term plan for success in these markets. Today Matt called a trade this morning, short the Nasdaq, and we got short and we're able to capture 26 points out of the Nasdaq today on one trade. That's the way you trade, guys. You sit on your hands and you be patient until that trade setup comes and you're able to capture a lot of points and not trying to scalp in and out and getting eaten alive, because these markets can do it to you. The algorithms were pretty heavy today on certain areas, and a lot of people who thought they were getting short got ran over with tight stops, so be very careful with that. As you can see here on the weekly chart, we went ahead and we've pulled back into that 50% retracement up at the 2283 area, and some change depending on what data provider you use and how you draw your lines, but nonetheless we got that, and they have sold this off nicely. Now you notice we're sort of going to be stuck in between EMAs here, so that's sort of an indecision zone again. On a daily chart it works out the same way. We're stuck. We have the 200-minute our 200-day moving average up here. We almost touched it. Oh, actually in the overnight we did touch it. We went up to 30 up there, and then of course we've sold off. Now, will this keep the lid on the market? We'll have to see. Probably going to come down and touch this 83 down to the 80 level. That's probably in the cards over the next couple days, but we'll have to see, because we have, remember guys, we have a lot of things out there. This is earnings season, so we have a lot of earnings coming out. The banks are starting to report, I believe, this week. Tomorrow we also have news in the morning, so we have Producer Price Index PPI at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the Housing Market Index at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our friend Ben Bernanke speaks at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Along with news, we should get some movement out of this market, which is good. That's still good trading. Just have to use your stops wisely and make sure you're hanging on to your trades and you're waiting for good areas. Let's go take a look at a few levels here. To the upside, obviously this pivot level along with another price support resistance area is going to be resistance now at 1203 quarters up to the 1204 area. We get above that, obviously 1207, or actually let's say 1208 is a target. Above the 1208 we could run up to the 1215. Above the 1215 I like the 1220 area to the 1224 area. Down below I have 90s, 1190s as an area. We're probably going to touch that in the Globex session. Actually, we're just a point off of it right now, and it's selling off in the Globex right now from the close. We closed at 93 quarters, no, 93 halves, and we're down to 91 halves. So pretty weak market still. We'll have to watch the Globex session to see how things shake out for other levels. But below that we have 1187. I like the 1180. I pointed that out on the weekly, or excuse me, on the daily chart. On the daily chart, like this 1180, it coincides with an EMA and also some lows there. And below the 1180, if we were to get really weak, I like the 1170. So we have a lot of good targets to the downside, and to the upside, a little bit of wood to chop. I don't think the bulls are ready to step in right this second. You'll know it if they do. Other than that, guys, hey, listen, if you're getting chopped up, okay, you need to swing over to PitTrades.com and register for the free newsletter, and then also register for a free 2-week trial. See how we're making our calls, see how we capture 26 Nasdaq points with one trade. That's the way we trade less and earn more, and it's just the way to do it. You don't get chopped up, you don't get eaten up in commissions and stuff. But other than that, guys, be prepared for tomorrow. It's good, should be a little volatile with a lot of news out and a lot of earnings, and just keep on the sideline for the first 30 minutes. We'll talk to you then. Take care.